guys, Kita back in the video, and today we're going to talk about Friday Night Smackdown, which opened up with our WWE champion Cody Rhodes. Honestly, I've been enjoying every moment where he's opening the show because that's a part of the job, and with Smackdown being, you know, the B show. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be real with it. Being the B show, you need that kind of star power to start off the whole night and, you know, usher in the energy that they're going to be given throughout the night. Now, honestly, who gave the most energy in this opening was Jimmy Uso. Now, Drew McIntyre, of course, interrupted Cody Rhodes while he was doing, you know, his usual thing, addressing the matters at hand. But Drew McIntyre decided, hey, I am going to just be me, interrupt, and say everybody else is wrong. Now, he did not take credit for, you know, doing Jacob Fatu dirty. So I am thinking it was not him. I'm thinking it's going to be somebody we don't expect, or maybe it's going to be somebody we do expect. Like, it could very well possibly be the MFTs deciding to, you know, set the stage, create the energy. But again, they would tell that it was them. So I'm very intrigued in seeing who done it with Jacob Fatu. But Jimmy Uso is not taking any of that. You know how Jimmy is. He's going to continue to ride for his family no matter what. And that is why he went belt to behind to Drew McIntyre. Like, that man was crying. And that, I love that. Which, that is why we had the main event of Drew McIntyre and Jimmy Uso. Now, after that, Solo and the gang rolled out, which we haven't seen Solo and the gang really have a moment with Jimmy. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm keeping my mind wide open to the possibilities of Jacob's attacker being somebody we don't expect. But again, we saw that before. We've seen the attacker be somebody that was close and somebody who was just lurking. Maybe he took a page out of his wife's book, like Drew McIntyre said. That wouldn't be a crazy thing to say. It wouldn't be the craziest thing to suspect. Now, Tama Tonga had a great returning match because he and JC Mateo had a match against Ray Phoenix and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, I don't know why you guys do JC like that. I mean, I get it. But at the same time, you know, I'm going to let him slide. I'm going to let him do him. I'm going to give him the space in the room and the opportunity to do him. I ain't going to be like y'all. I ain't going to do that. I'm going to do JC. Now, Shinsuke and Ray Phoenix, of course, were a good tag against one another. But I'll say this. How they expected to go against a group with just the two of them is mind-blowing. I get it. I get, you know, you want to be honorable. I get y'all think y'all got it, but y'all ain't really got it like that. No. Y'all done seen Summer Solo. Like, that is not, it wasn't too far in the past. Why y'all thinking that? And now with MFTs, I've been enjoying everything about them because they've just been ushering in new energy and really fleshing out a totally different energy vibe because they're no longer attaching themselves to the bloodline, and that whole group of the bloodline just is something that is a different, it just gives a different off of energy. And with the MFTs, it gives Solo a chance to be him, not try to fit into any other mold, any other shoes that he wasn't really doing that, but at the same time, you couldn't think of Solo and his tribal chief thing without comparing him to Roman. I mean, that was the whole point. So him being with the MFTs and all that, I like it. They needed that win. I wasn't surprised at all. But, you know, it's never a fun thing to see the heroes lose. Well, that's not true. It's never a fun thing to see group wrestlers lose like Shinsuke and Ray Phoenix. I can tell you some things about how I feel about Kiana James, but what I'm going to say is I think they see something in her, and that's why they're giving her opportunities, especially with having her have a match with Tiffany Stratton. Because if you guys don't know, they were with one another in NXT, so they know how to go against each other. They know how to wrestle with one another. So it was not a bad showing. She just needs to get more time in that ring, and I am sure when the time comes and Kiana looks out for number one and turns on Julia, we're gonna give them a match. We have to. We have to. Now, why Julia has connected herself with Kiana, like, I understand the business aspect, but it's kind of giving dead weight. Now, I ain't saying like she ain't got talent, but I'm just, maybe because in the WWE world, Julia is still kind of a newbie, and Kiana really didn't have a chance to have a full year on the main roster, and they're both considered newbies. But Kiana has the business and all that, so maybe that's what they're giving. But again, how Tiffany decided this match was not going to go, I knew she was going to win, but she was not leaving that arena unscathed. Now, what happened next? I did not expect that at all. Jade Cargill comes out and saves Tiffany Stratton. Now, saves for a second. Then she decides to look out for number one, which I just feel like that's totally Jade Cargill, period. Like, her helping Tiffany Stratton up and raising her hand for Tiffany Stratton was just out of character. I don't care what anybody says. They're not friends. They've never been friends, and I don't think they're going to be friends anytime soon. So, this energy of Jade not being nice to folks, because honestly, she's been trying to get this title for a very long time and been coming up short. So, you know, you got to change it up. Now, who is to say that if she got frustrated with Bianca, she wouldn't have done the same thing? So, technically, Naomi was just using a crystal, like, understanding, seeing, and discerning that Jade can get fed up to the point where she ain't friendly. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, heel turn, that's a bit much. I just think she's going for herself, but of course, it's simple to say heel turn. It just doesn't give heel turn to me. It just seems like she's fleshing out a character that is no longer going to be the nice one. She's no longer going to be the nice one. She's going to be the one who kicks butts, taking names. That's what I like. And that's what I hope she gets that title. I mean, she has to. If she does not, I'm going to be pissed off. At that point, I don't know what we have to do with her, with these opportunities. Like, if she loses that match as Saturday Night's main event, babes, go ahead and take a sabbatical. Go ahead and take a sabbatical. I don't know, do something, because what? Why? Like, that would just be a waste of my time. Wasting my time. ILJA continuing on the open challenge was a grand idea, considering the fact that we haven't seen him in a ring that much, considering the fact he got injured. The main roster hasn't. So they got a connection with him as himself, but you know, you want to see more. You want to see him do more, and I really enjoy his style of wrestling, so I knew it was going to be good. But then when Aleister Black came out, whoa, this is going to be a short hit. It's going to be a short hit. Now, this open challenge stuff, though, pack it up. When it's time for Carmelo Hayes to get his title, I want a story. Don't give me no open challenges, because that's the way you get your title snatched. That's the way you get your title snatched. And dare I say, he better not be in and up like Jey Uso. No, we not doing that. We're not doing that. You know, we got some time to make up. We don't need Carmelo Hayes out here with month title reigns. Now, Zelina Vega and Aleister Black are giving something. You know, they're looking good. What her character really is going to mean for Aleister Black, I cannot wait to see what that is going to be. When it comes to Zelina Vega and the characters that the roles she plays, she really does a great job at it. So I'm very excited to see them team up on screen. I just hope that this partnership is not going to be like Karrion Kross and Scarlett, because we've seen Zelina Vega get a title. We've seen her do things in the ring. So don't have her on the shelf like that. Don't do her like that. I want to see her actually get in the field. Now, as it was looking very grim for ILJA, because I'll be real, Aleister, he has a lot of stamina. Damian Priest comes out. that's on them. So whatever happens to Aleister Black and Zelina, that's on them. That is on them. That, even though I do see it being a way for ILJA to have won without that, that really did help push that win a little bit further. 100%. Carmelo Hayes had a interview backstage. Now, he was talking about the Miz and talking about, I'm gonna let it slide. I got my lick back. I'm gonna let everything slide. You know, we good with grown men. I'm a changed man. I'm focused on getting a title. I'm focused on doing the people that have been cheering me on right. So, what I'm hoping to see, I'm hoping, like, this is the only time you guys are going to ever hear me say, I hope they don't fill up that Saturday night's main event card, because I see a match in the feud. I see a match. I see The Miz and Carmelo Hayes on a PLE, and I hope, well, on Saturday night's main event prime time. I hope that happens because I want Carmelo Hayes to have that type of spotlight. You know, everybody else had their chance. Wow. Give Carmelo Hayes his chance. But, like, you know, I do see this being a long thing going, so I hope they don't spare any expenses, like, when it comes to time of that and stuff like that, because, like, I want the whole world to see Carmelo Hayes and the mic work, because The Miz, he's really good on the mic, and that'll help showcase him further. Now, Kid Wilson coming and talking to him kind of crazy. I'm like, ain't you in a tag? Why are you coming up to Carmelo Hayes? Like, make that make sense for me. Like, so I will listen. Spell it out for me. Help me understand. Help me get and understand why you stepping up to this man. Like, you... All this means is Carmelo Hayes looking to be a face, which hopefully that means they are gearing up to push him, because it's about darn time. It's about darn time. Now, I seen Fraxium talking up with DIY, and I was like, you know what? It's Fraxium's time. But then I seen the MFTs roll up past them, and I said, oh, never mind. I take that back. The Wyatts and the MFTs got some unfinished business, and I don't see it going well for Spooky Town. I don't. I'm sad to say that, but I don't see it going well for them at all. At all. Now for our main event, first off, let's give it up for Jimmy Uso and Drew McIntyre, but also let's give it up for Jimmy Uso having a lot of offense. Like, when I say a lot of offense, I mean a lot of offense. Usually when it comes to matches like this, it's more equal, even. Jimmy doesn't really get that time to shine. Kind of, he gets beat up, but this was a good showing of his, and to show his strengths. And honestly, he is always getting called to the scene to better somebody's storyline, better some championship match, better things. And I'm hoping that hopefully we get a chance to where we see him going for the gold and other people building up his storylines. But even though I don't think he needs it, but in this match, it just shows how adaptable Jimmy Uso is. Of course, Drew McIntyre has such a strong desire to be WWE champion, so I knew that he was not going to go down without a fight. I mean, that Samoan drop on that table. But then when that chair came out, I'm like, okay, Drew, you're going a little too far. Like, is it really that serious? Like, I think he passed the winning, so I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on? Thank goodness Jimmy has somebody in his corner. Because if we was on Raw, we'd be screwed. Jimmy will be in the hospital a second time this year. Because Jay, he would have been like, I'm sorry, Oos. Yeets. And would have let him just fall to the wayside. So I'm glad Jimmy can depend on somebody. Because it ain't his brother. It ain't his brother at all. Honestly, this episode of Smackdown is kind of getting back to it being, okay, I'm excited to watch the full show. I'm excited to see what they have in store for us. And I hope they keep the same great energy up next week, because it's going to be the night before Saturday night's main event. I'm hoping for an amazing show. I'm hoping for a show where I'm getting storyline and we're not. And that's what made me very happy to think, like, okay, maybe Carmelo Hayes is going to have a match with Miz on Saturday night's main event, because Instead of it, they made a match for him next week. It's not going to be Miz versus him. It's going to be Kit Wilson and him. So hopefully guys, they get what we want. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let me know how you guys felt about SmackDown. And I'll see you guys next time.